while we were sleeping. The devil's been working with speed. Jesus puts it this way: while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares amongst the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. Revelation we read, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. Has that happened? Ellen White writes, when the leading churches of the United States, uniting on points of doctrine as held by them in common, then Protestant America will have formed an image to the Roman hierarchy. It was a Seventh-day Adventist from the General Conference that led one delegation of Protestant ministers to Rome. The One Projects, these gatherings were held around the world by Seventh-day Adventists. Our mission statement is to unite the churches of the body of Jesus Christ. That was later taken down, and this was on a Roman Catholic website before it was on any Seventh-day Adventists. Jesus, yes, but lawless, lacking strong Bible beliefs, and no three angels' messages? The SDA One Project concluded last month with final gatherings in Sydney and San Diego. Writes the Adventist Record, 2018. Why? Because its mission was completed. That one. Progressive Adventism is becoming a propaganda party. This was published by Fulcrum. A summary of a sermon preached in September 2015. Julie Lee spoke to the Pacific Union College Church. Coupling our imagination to the Bible through meditation as taught by a Jesuit priest teaches us to be vulnerable and emotive. Celebrating sin, homosexuality, divorce, alcoholism is courageous. Ordaining women is so desirable that reinterpreting Bible stories to make a woman an apostle to the apostles is justified. Quoting Buddhist and Tibetan meditation masters is a viable source of truth to share with 800 college students. We can expect to see more of this in 2019 and 2020. Pause the video, write down this URL address and experience it for yourself. There's the address. Spiritual formation. Spiritual formation may refer either to the process and practices by which a person may progress in one's spiritual or religious life. That's Roman Catholic Society of Jesus dogma. Or to a moment of Christianity, Protestant Christianity, that emphasizes these processes and practices. This is now in most Seventh-day Adventist churches. It works a little like the One Project, by uniting all faiths. This is how I experience spiritual formation. A memorandum of understanding was signed that brought together 15 Christian groups with representatives from the Islamic, Jewish, Baha'i and Buddhist faiths under the name Multi-Faiths RI Peak Body. 95% of religious instruction was done by Christians. 5% was done by non-Christian faith groups. They could still retain their individual identities. However, they need to follow their leader's direction. And the first was the distribution of a brochure outlining all five's belief to state schools, in turn given to their parents. 95% of this was done by Christians, spreading non-Christian beliefs. That was smart. But what does God's word state? Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? What communion has light with darkness? And what accord has Christ with Belial? Or what part has he that believeth with an unbeliever? What agreement has the temple of God with idols? For you are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I'll dwell in them and walk in them, and I'll be their God, and they shall be my people. Therefore come out from among them, and be separate, saith the Lord. Touch not the unclean thing, and I'll receive you. Peter says in Acts 5:29, and the other apostles, answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. Only one out of the hundreds of Christian RI teachers did that. While SDAs are looking for Sunday laws to be passed or enforced, Satan's been active in Christian churches and of their own. He even has Christians spreading his beliefs. Watching Walter V's video, Spiritual Formation, made me aware of a lot of this. Awake, 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 writes Ellen White. I have a message from the Lord to all our churches. Divine truth is to be received and communicated. Its saving principles are to enlighten the world. Thank God for Walter Veith. Those who are truly converted must become more and more intelligent in their understanding of the Scriptures, that they may be able to speak words of light and salvation to those who are in darkness and perishing in their sins. Have you seen Earth's allotted time is over? You don't have much time left. God bless you.